All right, everybody, it is July 3rd, 2024. And if you're watching this on YouTube, that's because you missed this stream, but that's okay. Not everybody's down for the Twitch experience, but you're here on YouTube. And everybody right now in the chat's going to say hi to you. I want to thank you for coming out and hanging out and watching the debauchery that I cause by listening to the music that you guys send me and just have fun. That's just what it is. If you're interested, you're coming across this video just on happenstance, you are on you are on Twitch. There's a link below. Or if you want to support the channel because you just do the supers are now super dupered on the channel. So this is my gang here, all saying aloha to everybody. And we're going to be starting off with some Wheel of Cheese. Hi, Restif. How's it? He's coming in to say hi, not only to YouTube, but it's the first time chatter here. So let's all say hi to Restif. So we're going to start with Wheel of Cheese, actually, guys. So let's do this. And we're going to go Wheel of Cheese, dono, Wheel of Cheese, dono, break. And we'll see how long I last after that. So let me go ahead and refresh what I got here. We're going to start with queso nuevo, which we all know that is the newer slice of cheese for folks that are... don't worry, it's a lot more filled than this one. This is an oldie. Let me go ahead and layer this up in here and let's see what we got. Wait, what? How come I got nobody here for my Wheel of Cheese? No, that can't be right. Hang on for a second. Form catastrophe, stand by. How about that? There we go. So before we spin the Wheel of Cheese really quick, I do want to let everybody know I have a 7-minute limit on any suggestions that go into the Wheel of Cheese because, you know, we're spinning it. I want to get enough people in there. I want to be courteous to, you know, everybody to get a good opportunity for the Wheel of Cheese. So if it's over 7 minutes, you can go back and make sure it's not. If it is, I'll just go right past it. I will announce your name, though, and give you an opportunity to resubmit if it's over 7 minutes. But, excuse me, that's what's going on. All right, guys, let's do this. Who's going to be the first winner of the Wheel of Queso, Queso Nuevo, for July 3rd, 2024? All right. Oh. What? Is that bobe cheese? That's what that is, right? Bobe cheese? I'm afraid to see what bobe cheese wants. Wants a game. Stand by for 1 second. Let me do something here. I want to try something different here. All right. Wants a game from Pokemon. And the song title, or music from Pokemon. And the song title is versus Reshiram and Zekrom. So this is from Pokemon BW. So you guys ready? Here we go. Somebody tell me when this game was released. It almost sounds like the 16-bit era. 2010. Quirky chord changes here. So this is a battle, though, it looks like. Or sounds like. Oh, it's handheld. That's why it's got that. Okay. This is really great battle music, boss fight music. So this is really, really fun boss music or battle music. And when I say fun, it has a constant kind of marching grind to it, the way the snare is programmed. And the tom-toms, using some of the old school hit sounds. The reason why I asked how old it was is because it did sound like it was maybe in-console generated. And so now I'm learning that this is a handheld game. So what I'm curious about is how did they get the music out of the handheld up to this? Was there at some point a Windows version of the game that came out later that somebody could have captured that? Yeah, Chris, those triplets. I was getting into that. I was like, yeah, okay. The composer's still managing to keep somewhat lightheartedness in this, even though this is a battle. Yeah, I think it looped out too. It'll probably fade out in a second. Yeah, so there's the fade. Oh, I see. So, so it is a way. There is a way to get the music off of the handheld. I guess I'm learning here. Retro Gamer just gave me a cool message that I understand. The music was. The choice of all the sounds that were being used there kept it, even though it was supposed to be like I'm fighting you and we're doing a verse or something like that, kind of a little lightheartedness. Now, I don't know if that's by virtue of the Pokemon game as a theme, that it's not ultra violent. I don't know anything about Pokemon, so forgive me. If it is, it's because I'm ignorant of what the game is. But Pokemon doesn't necessarily seem like it's a blood and guts kind of thing. So even though there might be a boss battle and you win, you lose, that it warrants this kind of music, that it kind of was like this kind of pseudo Renaissance got a vibe to it, but just a little more uplifting or something, I mean, yeah, obviously they beat each other up, but it just was like serious, not serious. Serious in a Pee Wee Herman kind of way, if that was the vibe. Something like that. I don't know. That was the vibe I got. More Wheel of Cheese. This is Queso Pobre coming up right now. Let's do this. Bob Cheese. Thank you very much. I was glad to play your music. I appreciate it. Because that's what it was, right? Bob Cheese. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. This isn't too bad of... Queso Pobre, or we like to call government cheese. So, Buba Quesa. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, could this be somebody new? The Three Banana Eater. All right. I think the Three Banana Eater, this might be the first time I've seen that name come through here. If you're lurking out there in the background, thank you very much. You won. Let's check and see what you got here. You want to drop by and just say hi to the chat? We will all mahalo you. So I went straight for the B's because I was thinking banana. Stand by. So, the Banana Eater. Oh, we're still on game mode here, guys. We're going to do something from Donkey Kong, it looks like. And that is going to be Busted Bayou. Not Busted by you, like Bayou, but Bayou. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like a Bayou. Ooh, and under the rope, too. It's 6 minutes and 23 seconds. All right, we're reading the rules. All right, guys, let's go. Let's see what this looks like. All right. Ooh, I like this. Got that little tropical reggae vibe. Kind of rolling a fatty, chilling out, playing a video game. Has a little bit of a detective vibe, like a secret agent vibe to the jam. Reminds me of a little bit of that great pop band that came out of Australia that did the song about Vegemite. I like my Vegemite sandwich. Has that nice fun integration. Oh, good hook. Yes, men at work. Yeah, kind of steel drums. I don't know if they're the real ones. It doesn't sound like... But definitely steel drum-ish. The timbales. Brap, 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 brap. I love that squawky clav on this side. That little answer back with the flute. But it sets you really up nicely for this hook right here. Oh, no hook. My bad. There's a little bit of an 80s vibe in this sax solo over this music in a pop contemporary kind of a way. Super little glidey chill era. Ja, Aina. Sounds like the composer's now muting and just, you know, playing around with the mix as they move forward. What was the scene that this was being played over? Or the game play section? I just can't imagine playing Donkey Kong and listening to this music in the background. It must have been just so chill. It is. It's a super chill tune. I think it's looped twice already. I'm not sure. But it's almost done. Yeah, that loop in the background is an old stylus loop. I recognize it. I recognize it fondly. Anybody out here know what I'm talking about when I'm saying the stylus, omnisphere, stylus, spectrasonics? Yeah, it looks like this is fading out on its last loop, probably. Well, I knew you would, Lisa. that had a little bit of the RMX. There was one of those loops in the RMX that had that background kind of lo-fi vibe there I recognized from the old school days. Super chill track. Just really laid back. I've never played the only Donkey Kong. It goes to show you how old fart I am. The only Donkey Kong I ever played was the original one on the big arcade TV thingies. And I loved it. I really enjoyed Donkey Kong. I think it was my first experience of having to walk, climb, jump, you know, kind of a thing. Because I had a fit of asteroids when I was a kid. And then I went to Mission Command. Was that it? Missile Command. I got pretty good at Missile Command. And so I was in for these other things. And all of a sudden, my friends kept on playing like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and stuff. And then I was like, God, I kind of like this. And then I really went into this one game. Guys, ever heard of the game Dig Dug? Anybody ever heard of Dig Dug? Haha. Dig Dug was my game. I was dig dugging like it was nobody's business, man. Nobody can get me off the game. I kept on winning and stuff. It was the best. So, yeah, that's it. You blow dudes up with the pump, you know? But it wasn't obliterating people, but it was hilarious. But I really loved it. Anyhow, this track was just a really fun track, and I've missed out a lot on not continuing with the Donkey Kong journey, but I tell you what, I don't know if this is the same composer. What is that one piece from Donkey Kong that's being used so heavily on TikTok when it's about nostalgic stuff, like things from the 80s? And then, because I listened to it at one point. I remember listening to it here on this channel. I just can't remember the name of it, but it's all over TikTok. Every time I'm like going, man, I know this song. And it's like getting miles. I think, yes, the Aquatic song. Aquatic Ambience. And to this day, I shit you not, guys. Aquatic Ambience, when I listen to it, and I know that it was, you know, born out of, you know, where technology was and how the composer wanted, I still think that weird, the lead monophonic synth that he used for that, I still think it's a great, great vibe. Great nostalgic melody and stuff like that, man. I just think that's just one of my favorite little OSTs from like old school days. And I think it's also been burned in my head as something nostalgic because of so many times I've seen it on TikTok. Yeah. Yes, I do have a TikTok. I think I'm Zen Chill Beach Dude or something like that. Zen Chill Beach Dude on TikTok. Yeah. I like hanging out at TikToxic. It's kind of fun to watch how crazy the world is. All right, here we go. Let's go for some, let's see what other cheese we have spinning for us, please. Okay, we're going to kitty cheese or queso nuevo. So thank you, the 3 Banana Eater. And let's go ahead and All right, here we go. Queso Nuevo. Are you guys ready for spin? We spin. All right. Everyone's a winner. Okay, here's somebody else I think is very new to us. Nick Waddick. Nick Waddick, welcome to the stream. And Nick Waddick wants another. Well, we're in game mode today, guys. Final Fantasy VII. So I know we're going into some 8-bit. And let's see what we want here from Final Fantasy VII. Oops, where'd it go? Oh no, did I mess it up? I may have messed it up. Hang on now. I did mess it up. Give me a second. There it is. This one is, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So this is going to be kind of clearing a furball from the 8-bit. And the song is called Custom Valkyrie. This Custom Valkyrie is a boss fight. It has a theme from the original Final Fantasy VII remake 4 years ago. And this is the composer Ace Combat. And oh no. Oh my god, I'm already showing signs. This is the composer of the Ace Combat fame, Keiki Kobayashi. Oh my god. Ugh. All right, me and my brains. Okay, here we go. Cool little dissonant twist there. I like the constant little ostinato of the strings. They're back there. Up the build up. The tension build. This composer is Keiki Kobayashi. I like how the darker emphasis is more on the horns, not so much on the percussion, even though the percussion is definitely in your face. This is more like a power dynamic piece. Boy, I haven't heard a turnaround like that in a piece for a while. You know, that ba 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 ba. I believe it's kind of a hint of the leitmotif, right? Really great percussive sequence back in there. More percussive than tonal, but it sounds like helicopter blades. So here's what trips me out about this piece we just heard. It had a completion to the track in the sense that if this is playing to a battle, I guess, or is this to a cutscene? So because it had definitive ending, so there wasn't a place to loop around at some point. So was it like their trailer music or anything of that nature? Because it sounded more epic and bigger, a bigger orchestration or a composition for something that had some kind of a more a cohesive storyline. You know, but since I haven't played it, I don't know where this sits. So I can hear this from the second it dropped. I can hear this being, you know, a boss battle. But there were these dynamics that kind of really lightened up a little bit. Percussion dropped off, still stayed dark and hideous, you know, and insidious sounding. So I'm imagining, okay, there's fights, there's stuff going on here, and this is just a turnaround scene. I'm also imagining that there's a lot of ping, pang, pong, boom, bang, boom, you know, things exploding and stuff through this. So, but it was a really super strong track, and there was a lot of percussive things happening in the background, sequences. Like I told you, there's one really badass one that was happening that sounds kind of like a helicopter blade. It may have had a tonal representation somewhere, but it was more of a, you know, that was really locking in the tempo. You know, so punchy track, super punchy track. And I also learned, you know, when you guys are up here on the chat, I'm also learning, I'm watching going, oh, I see, that's where that's coming from. So, and also one last question here. What happens if somebody who's played this game and knows it inside and out gets to this boss fight, knows how to get by in, this was a 5-minute piece, knows how to get by in 30 seconds. Does it just go off and then just fades out at, you know, it'll do like a hard cut into like, you know, yay, you won or something. I don't know. You know, for somebody who knows how to do, what do you guys call it when you run through a game really fast, you know, and do something like that? Oh, it'll just cut out. Okay, I mean, it makes sense, but SB, I want to say hi to you. What's going on, SB? And DJ Tambor, what's going on? So, speed run, that's it. Of which I have done, believe it or not, before I got to the end of the rope of Halo Reach. I didn't know they were called speedruns, but I'd be like on Legendary, say, let's see how fast I can get through the game. I go, whoa, I did it in one sitting, you know, knowing I had no idea I was called a speedrun. So I was a speedballer. No, that's not the right term, is it? I'm just going to stop acting old and stupid, and let's go. More cheese, please. Shall we have more cheese, please? It could be for a cutscene, too. More cheese coming right up. And then after this, I'll hit some donos. Okay, here we go. Wow, that is some splintered cheese. Okay. And here we go. Oops, there's the button. Ooh, rolled into the yellow. Dialaga for Gecko. Dialaga for Gecko? Is that it? Okay, let's go. So, Dialaga for Gecko. Wow, we're doing big game run here on the cheese expression wheel here. This is another game, and this game is called... Oh, it's from Donkey Kong, and this one is called Treetop Tumble. You guys know that one? I don't, so let's go. It's got like this dark, insidious, escapey kind of vibe. Damn those monkeys throwing things from the log. As floaty, as ambient and ethereal as this is, the darker vibe is the bass just going. I like how there's that wind noise back there. I'm like, eh? That little ending flute phrase. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. This still has more of like a detective vibe to me, you know? Kind of creepy detective. What happened to Kong? Oh, I opened up my mouth. There he was. I'm kind of mesmerized by the game right now because I think the music's in a loop, but... This is bizarre. This is really cool. Was this part of a handheld or was this PC? Oh, Himaki died dead. Alright, so that's what it was. Super Nintendo, okay. Yeah, this track was really fun in the sense that it just kind of really established just kind of like a cynical kind of exploration by having that bass was dun 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 dun, obviously an octave lower, but dun 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 dun. But some, you know, the little marimba with the delay on it, or the chifer or the flute sound with the delay on it, and a little bit of the pad gave it the ambiance, obviously, of like, you know, echoes in our mind sometimes always stands for caves. you know, or big parking lot. Hello, hello, hello. So, you know, by this happening inside a log, you know, the ambiance of the delay it works great. But the whole thing for me was just that little cynical bass line. Dun, 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 you know. It was good. I loved it. Donkey Kong music for me, I always love listening to, because it's one of those kind of like the power with less is more. So, all right, guys, we're doing some donos now. You guys ready for donos? I'm ready for donos. I'm doing these donos in order of day, not amount, only because since I didn't show up since Friday, I had people parachuting in and dropping in donos, so it's the easiest way to me to get through it. So this one is coming from Eminem 33. This is a band called AZ from Eminem 33. Sugarhill? What? This is a Sugarhill track? I'm thinking this is what it is. Let's go.
Watch out the Marriott, zoning or owning co-ops, foreign drop top coops and yachts, guzzling straight shots of scotch, formulating up plots to escape from Salem's lot, cause it's scorching hot, making it hard trying to figure who's out to trap me, but tacky, got all kinds of undercovers that's coming at me, perhaps.
Yeah, that bass line is really cool. It's got that rubbery program too.
But never me. See, my destiny's to be forever free. In ecstasy on a hill that awaits for me. So plush, just to visualize is like a coke rush. Vivid enough to make living this a must. Plus, spread. Sugarhill, baby. Sugarhill, baby. And yo, son, pull the shades down, let's count this money. Put the grants in the safe, cause we spitting the Jacksons. The Washingtons go to wifey. You know how we do. No more cutting grams or wrapping grands up in rubber bands. I'm a recovered man. I with plans to discover other lands. Suburban places got me seeking for oasis. Fished out by the cases. Ladies are all bases with dime faces. Sex on the white sand beaches of St. Thomas. Though this ain't promise. I'm as determined as them old timers. I want a villa in the Costa Rica so I can smoke my beefer and enjoy how life's supposed to treat you. Laid in the shades of the Everglades. Finally forever paid. Wearing the finest fabrics hellers ever made. Me and my team. Caribbean cuisines. I guess being down for so long, I'm on this throne to see my dreams. You know what I mean? Sugarhill, baby. Sugarhill, baby.
You know, I was never really a fan of, or not so much a fan. I found there were hip-hop tracks that I really liked, regardless of the artist or what was being said. A lot of what drew me to whatever hip-hop music I was exposed to was because of my daughters, and so they were really hard. If they got in the car, forget it. My wife had put this big woofy speaker back in the truck back in the days, and we had to listen to it and stuff. And the one thing I will say is that I really, the rap artists that I enjoyed the most had very unique cadences in their performances, rhythmical cadences. And I like that a lot of the hip hop tracks that I've ever heard, like this one, at least when a hook came around, it was represented by some kind of unique change melodically, instead of just sinking into the beat and the bass line that was going, and, you know, the occasional super sub drop bass, kick bass thing. In this case, what this young lady and the melody that's being sung is just this nice, super glidey kind of, you know, crypto kind of chill listening to it. And then these vocals come in. It's nice and smoky and stuff like that. So.
Me being supreme master ain't much more in life. A fiend after, but another chapter. A new way of life to adapt to, cause the streets are gas ya and have you caught up in the rapture. Deja vu. I can vision my killer crew more hospitable, consciously aware plus political. Cause though they claim every man's created equal, us as native people.
I really like that bass line.
But once established, we eating lovely, living lavish like the house of Versailles, Paris. I got a hat, it's so plush, just to visualize it's like a coke rush, vivid enough to make living this a must. Plus, real. Sugarhill, baby, Sugarhill, baby, baby, baby.
Falsetto, is this considered older rap? And since I don't know anything, I'm completely ignorant about it. I mean, the style sounds a little like maybe more 90s or something, but I'm so old, I don't know what old is. Petroglyphs? You know what? This, like I said earlier, this definitely had, since I don't know a lot about it, but it definitely did have more of that 90s vibe. And I can't really, like, it's funny that I don't know anything about the trajectory of it, but I can remember the difference between Run DMC and let's say a sound in the 90s, and let's say a sound progressive, the Eminems, and then, you know, the Coolios, and on and on and on. I mean, I've heard a shit ton of rap and hip hop, but I didn't know who they were because I'm playing them with the kids. Kids manage the playlist. You know, there wasn't one that there really truthfully wasn't one hip hop or rap track that I didn't at least go, oh, okay, I get it. You know, and it was unique to learn the difference between hip hop, rap music creation, or beats, I guess they call them, and how they were used in different, you know, there's a Southern rap, there's a Compton rap, or there's the raps that from different regions, which I started listening to because of the kids. I started going, oh, I'm getting the mix process. A lot of people coming from this area likes to mix their kicks with a little more of this. Oh, people that are coming in from this area are more trap hi-hat heavy. You know, so I was starting to kind of understand a little bit of like, oh, I see what's going on there. That's really cool. So, but I like this track as for its laid backness. You know, if I didn't see the video, I really wouldn't have glided into the lyrics and stuff as much as just getting into just this like, yep, you know, Cigar Gavassier vibe. You know, just you want to just chill back and just enjoy, watch the moon pass you, you know, that kind of vibe. So, Next up, so rude of me to talk while I'm chewing. I'm sorry. I'll just wait till I'm done. My bad. What kind of a show am I running? Better. Sorry. What do they call it? MSRA, ASRM or something? Where you just listen to noise? This one is called, ASMR. All right, thank you. This one is a band called, I'm going to get this wrong. I'm going to get canceled. Wuauquikuna. Wuauquikuna. It's a folk band. So let's go ahead and listen what Wuauquikuna is. This is called The Sound of Silence. And, I see. It's a... Yeah, he even put down in the thing, good luck pronouncing this one. So these are two brothers from Ecuador using some of their native heritage instruments. So there we go. Now I know. And you guys tell me if you think you know how to pronounce this, Hakuna Matata or something. But nonetheless, I look forward to this. I love listening to indigenous cultural music as well. Very pretty. I love the subtle growth in the support arrangements. I'm hearing a guitar in there, I think. It's just way down in the mix. So obviously we do have the piano and the pad, but there is a guitar pattern that's happening here. Really nice. That was so cool. That was so cool. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry, Caesar. Kind of took the wind out of the session. The only reason at the very beginning and up until now I didn't talk about the musicians was because I was enjoying the support arrangements. They weren't over the top whatsoever. There was no there was like as less as possible as you can put in to progressively build the backtrack on this for them to perform. Now those instruments are absolutely stunning. The sounds of that is so angelic, serene, peaceful, and as I've mentioned before, any instrument that is played with our breath, horns, reeds, flutes, there's just something very unique about the just the energy that comes of it, if I'm making any sense. You know, there's just something about powered by our oxygen, or carbon dioxide, I guess, if it's going out. You know, there's just something unique about it, and passionate and authentic. That's a great way, and that's what this was. This was super authentic and very well done. And these guys are crushing it. Geez, 43 million views. Come on. That goes to show you how crushing this is. So they must have an incredibly wonderful album out, and it's got to be one of the most soothing, beautiful things around. It's like probably it's all in like meditation places or, you know, massage therapy places, any place of, you know, aromatherapy just for relaxation. So, yeah, my take. Yeah, well deserved though. Well deserved. And if I'm doing the math right, if you own the publishing and the writers, you're running an ad at the beginning of this, you're averaging between $8,000 and $10,000 per million. That's not too bad. You know, $400,000 off of just, you know, video plays. That's what the world has brought us with technology and music. So let's see what else I got here. I've got something coming up here from Shotwell. Uh-oh, Devin Townsend came out with a new project, huh? I love that guy's work. I got to listen to it. He's been doing podcasts lately. I got to reach out to him and see if I can't get him to yammer with me. That'd be kind of fun. Could you imagine us two old farts yapping? Well, he's younger than me, but still yet. Okay, this next one is coming from Shotwell. Uh-oh, Shotwell wants more Olly Steele. Olly Steele is an instrumental guitarist. I think he sings too, though. I think I may have seen something where he sings. Really, really super talented. Oh boy, this is going to be I think, what is this? Where is Shotwell? So Shotwell, what am I doing here with 13 minutes? Explain yourself, my friend. What is going on here? Okay, I see what you're saying because they're short songs. Okay, and I did the first one first. Okay, stand by, guys. I see how this works. I mean, look, if you do a dono, I'm obviously, especially when it's a very generous one, I'm doing it. I just didn't know if the song was 13 minutes or what I was doing here, but I know there are a bunch of little glitchy little tracks here. So stand by. Let me set myself up for this because I already heard this. So stand by. I just have to know where the other start pointing is, and I don't know because it doesn't have chapters. So Olly did not do chapters. Oh, wait a second. Wait. I think I know where title changes right there. Okay, here we go. I think that's right. Yep. What did you say? 240? Okay. All right, here we go. No, I think it was back here a little bit where the title changed. Right there. All right, we might catch the tail end of the other one, but here we go. All right. Here we go, Shotwell. Let's all enjoy this guy's talent. He is really super talented. And I also love his guitar tones are insanely cool. Major production on those background vocals. And I don't know if that's a bass or if it's like an 8-string guitar bass line. I like that major third drop into Frisian mode right there. A little bit of a Sleep Token vibe on the voice right there. I love the answer back backgrounds. Yeah, definitely got a genty vibe, but the choice of tones here, or the sounds that they're using, just kind of keeps it slightly from really diving deep into it. But that's why I think I really love this style of music that Olly, Steele, and team put out, because it's still as grindy and metally and progressive and riffy, but the choice of sounds is what's just kind of keeping it from getting just a little too ugly. Wow, so melodic. Man, it's really good. Still yet the herky-jerkiness of the meter changes and the syncopation still kind of keeps you on edge. Man, these guys are just really big on those background vocal voicings. Tracks like that make people work to listen to it, you know, and if you're down for this, it's just smoking hot. If you're trying to break into this, this is not like your gateway listening experience on some levels. But the fact that they use these really clean tones like we're hearing now, you know, Man, that fretboard parkour. God, the bass is just crushing through here. I love how the hi-hat has given us the place to hang out if you want to stay squared. See, I like this a lot. Yeah, that was a hell of an incredible listen, and also I'm also somewhat kind of enamored at the fact that these songs are all under 3 minutes and stuff, and maybe we're heading into a new era of songs that have a lot more impact, that are shorter in time, a lot more impact of melody, performance, musicianship, super technical sound to their performances as well. So there was a lot of heavy emphasis on production, you know, and mixing and engineering, and the tightness of the sounds, the stop-startiness, if you would, the silence is where it creates the music. But all of it definitely had a lot of motion going on in there. And this is, you know, like architects, contortionists, what else? What else you guys are talking about here too? You know, bands of that nature. That genre is where all of this lives, and you have, and then it's cool to see that the artists from those bands jump around and hang out and do things in that like-minded sense, and that's pushing those limits of arrangements and pushing the limits of production. So we get very unique sounds. The background vocals on all of these sounded fantastic, beautiful, but a little flat. Now I'm not talking flat in tone. I think I can err on being slightly like on this. Definitely not flat in tone whatsoever. We all know that. But I'm talking about the normalized level that they all came in on. There wasn't room in the top like of breath. There was no breathiness. There was no life on the top of that. That's just a super techie thing of me that nobody else probably would dive into. But that's where I say how everything is this polished production, that everything is so tight. And it has to be. It has to be as tight as we're hearing it because there's so much incredible technical work that's going on with the musicianship. With everybody, the bass player, guitar player. And I realized that was a bass. I looked at the credits on this thing. I went, oh, okay, there's a bass there. And the vocals. It was an incredibly uncharted level of everything that I've ever heard. And I think I want to circle back to the one last thing is that what makes this so palatable for me, and you guys know I listen to everything, you know, is the kind of work they're putting in to get the tones that they're getting. You know, everything, it sounded like everything in this last few songs gets 150% of detailed attention. From sound to engineering, all the way through to mixing, arrangements, performance, musicianship. Extremely detailed, extremely scalpel-like perfection. That's my take on it. Yeah, well, you know, Olly does, I don't know him at all, but I've watched his videos and watched his playing, and he definitely has a particular sound to his backing tracks that he plays to. So if all the years that I've watched Olly tracks while he's playing guitar and stuff, and he's producing those tracks he's playing against, I can hear definitely a consistency in the production based on what I just heard. So, well, thank you, Shotwell. I appreciate that. Next up, Kairu. Kairu, how are you, Kairu? This is music coming from a movie. This is coming in from Ted and Bill's excellent boogie. No, sorry, I'm just kidding. This is coming to us from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. God Gave Rock and Roll to You, the movie version. Okay, dedicated to my dad, who watched this with me. He would have been 64 last Monday. All right. I like that, Kairu, that you dedicate this to your dad. And it really means something to you in your soundtrack of life. That's what music's all about. All right, guys, let's do this. All right. Very anthem. God, this is so dad rock.
You wanna be a singer or play guitar, man, you gotta sweat
God, this composition. So glam rocky. This is happy dad rock. Very Brian May-ish right there. Little Queen bites there. Very Black Jackish too, you know what I mean?
We have been given a gift. We have been given a road, and that road's name is rock and
That must have been the leftover, the background vocals that they just forgot to cut or decided to fade it out that way. So dad rock. So, you know, it also kind of, it reminded me a little bit, because it was written in a very campy kind of way, I guess, for the movie. Who was the one guy that had the long, super curly, tight hair? We ain't gonna take it. We ain't gonna da-da. Kind of had a little bit of that vibe. There was all of these more pop elements. D. Snyder, there you go. Thank you. Twisted Sister, Kiss, little elements of Brian May or Queen that was infused in that. You know, definitely very consumable pop, lighter dad rock kind of vibe. Very melodic. There wasn't even a solo in there, which was really fun. It was just all about the song. And I never saw the movie, so I don't know where this fit in the movie. But it actually checked off about 4 or 5 different boxes of different sounds, you know, that I was able to marry into it. You know, there was actually a little bit of Motley Crue in there, a little bit of Whitesnake in there. But I guess that's when I kind of, my over-under would be like that glam style. That's what they called it, right? Or what they call it, big hair. It wasn't the same, the big hair and the glam. You know, if you were wearing epaulets and tights and sprayed your hair, I wasn't too sure what the genres are called there, but I just never really got my head around what was the difference between big hair rock or glam rock, because I saw those guys with the big hair. You know, when they would come into the studio, they didn't. Only 1 or 2 of them might come in with the big hair, but the rest of them would be pulled in a ponytail and a baseball cap or something. You know, but you know. I was kind of aloof to the movement, so. Anyhow, super cool beans. Kairu, and I'm glad that that brings back some really cool memories of you and your father. And that's what music's all about. To every single one of us here, every single one of us. So, oh, hair metal. Okay, you see, I'm getting a little confused writing hippos. So, hair metal would be Motley and Bon Jovi. Glam would be who? Like, what would be 3 glams metal bands and 3 hair metal bands? See, that's where I get a little confused. So, please educate me on that, because I have a Patreon session coming up where I'm doing all 80s music, like an hour's worth. So, and they're sending me suggestions. Some of these bands like Cinderella or whatever, you know. Anyone with lycra and makeup. Oi, okay. I see. Okay. Lisa Wolf, I got music for you. This is a band called, well, Yeen. It's blues. Let's do this. And so, I know who this is. This is you. This is our Lisa. This is one of her songs here. So let's see, not the first take, but a single take of solo piano by myself. All the other instrumentation is myself as well, but only there to create the void of soundscape for the solo piano. All right, let's do this and support our very own Lisa here in the chat in some of her music. All right, here we go. I like how you're letting the bass just ring out. Of course it drops when I mention that. Sounds like, do you have your kit, your loop running through a reverb send? I love the free flowing of the piano meandering and what you're playing there. There was that one special note there. That was nice. I really like the change up in your kick programming. Wonderfully abstract. Kind of in a Rembrandt kind of way. Lisa, that was great. That was a great track. Guys, didn't you think so? I like the fact that I was looking for kind of a the genre, and I noticed some SB said more trip hop, and the other one's a little bit more of a kind of a jazzy trance. I saw somebody leave a message on that. I thought it was great. I really loved, like I dialed in on the fact that you alternated your kick programming. Was really super cool. I like that because it gives a subtle change that, you know, most listeners may not know that they were just given that. They were served up a nice little, you know, change there to kind of give you just a kind of change up a little bit of the head bobbing. All of a sudden puts you like, wait a minute, I'm bobbing to this pattern here, but the kick just changed and it makes this bob I'm in even cooler. That's that kind of vibe. Those are those subtle changes there. And then of course the leading around and the kind of noodling around with the piano and stuff at a free will tempo, you know, just kind of chilling and letting him meander and walk and talk around. Made so much sense with this track. You had that one note in there that caught me off guard. And it really worked really well, but it caught me off guard. I think when I said it earlier, I went, ooh, that special note. But I really like that. Congratulations, Lisa. Is this artwork an iteration of you by chance? Or did you have somebody design that as artwork? I like the thumbnail of your artwork as well. So anyhow, well done, Lisa. And please don't be shy and bring more of your work into the stream because it just sounds wonderful, and you know, everybody's in on it. Once again, guys, if you're new to the stream, first time you've heard Lisa's work, if you take a look right now in the chat, there is the link to her video. All right. Okay, next up, Double A. I know he's not here. We were supposed to have a meeting earlier today to go over some new technical things on the forum. But he is on the tail end of not feeling well from last night. And so we're going to meet up on Friday, but I know he's resting right now. So nonetheless, we're still going down the list, and he knows he can catch up on everything on the VOD channel on YouTube. By the way, if you don't know where that is, this is where I dump all of these videos over there that people don't get to see it on Twitch. Okay, so this one is called, oh, this is from Lewis Cole. I know who Lewis Cole is. I'm a big fan of his now. It took me a while to decipher the clown project, and the one project I did with him. I mean, I think he's in 3 projects. He's just so tremendously talented. But it was just wonderful. So it's Clowncore, and what else he's in? It's Clowncore, and he's in another band, Knower. That's it. That's the band. So it's Clowncore and Knower. So yeah, super talented. So here we go. This is for Double A. All right. Oh. Oh shit, that bass. You see, now this is so Knower. I'm such a fan of theirs. I'm just waiting for these moments. Had all those musicians in that outfit. I wonder what it had to take to get them into those. Oh, that sounds a little Looney Tunes with that marimba in there, right? Wow, great chord changes. You know, these are great chord changes, but that bass player is making this thing just boil. Wow. That is such a nowhere break. This is a repeat technique. He has a series of things he goes to with the string arrangements. Beautiful. Damn. I mean, just damn. Lewis Cole on the drums. He has such an eclectic way of composing music, but everything is really grinded around a real hyper arranged drum performance and bass. You know, there's a lot of ghost nuances in a lot of his playing on the cymbals, the snares. There's always that's going on there. And then when you got a great bass player like that holding it down, and then the uniqueness of what the vocals. I don't know if she writes. It looks like that's the same girl that makes up Nowhere. I don't really know the band well. If she writes the melodies with him or whatever. Her voice, though, is such a signature tone to the Nowhere tracks or the Nowhere work that is just such a tremendous compliment to the kind of work and performances being done by the musicians who are playing the composer pieces. As far as the orchestra performances, that's kind of on par for when I heard that track about, once again, Double A brought me that track about 3 months ago from Nowhere. And at that point, there's those chromatic those semi, and that are going up, and the way he likes to blend that movement, but while still keeping the bass line on the tonic or something like that of that nature or whatever note he decides to drone out. It's another signature move of his. But Nowhere to me is like an extreme version of what's Snarky Puppy. That quality of like, wow, what are we going to get today? You know, of composorial. No, forget it. I'm not even going to try. Just that kind of work. You know, like when you listen to Snarky Puppy or I listen to Nowhere, I just don't know what I'm in for. And this is a great example of that. So, yeah. Good choice, Double A. Next up, The Driver 458. This is a movie, or it's down as a movie. I don't know. It's called Chronic Bachelor. It's from, well, the song is called Silayil, Ninnum. Silayil, Ninnum. Chronic Bachelor is a movie from India in 2003, of which has all the music that I've ever heard out of India and stuff is so passionately well arranged and produced and performed like on a level that is so unique and so wonderful with the infusion of rhythms and comboing EDM with cultural, you know, compositions and voicings and their own sense of harmonies with vocals. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Fuck you. Quado. Just came out. Oi. Dang, I got... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm getting attacked from both ends. Quado keeps on poking his nose out every time I sneeze and gives me a little pain. So it could be, if this is the same movie from last week, it's possible. I don't know, maybe it's another song. His request in his messaging here is, my entire family is very passionate about music. Sometimes I'm very grateful for, as I'm of Indian heritage, my parents played all sort of Indian music or songs in the car, home, etc. when I was growing up. This song in particular is sung in my family's native tongue called Malayalam, and is spoken only in a small state around southern India called Kerala. I love the whole soundtrack to this movie because it was the first modern sounding Indian music that I've ever heard. Oh, what a great backstory. I love that. Well, I'm so down for this and I look forward to it. So let's go. All right.
La 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 la.
Triangle gate. Oh, that bass. This is what I was talking about. There's this wonderful integration of that trap drum that's happening here. So there's a little, more modern day trap work in this. But the melodic composition is very much a signature style of the culture. So there's a lot of wonderful riffiness that, goes on back there. That, on Western music, we've heard it in the last, there's always been riffs and more R&B, soul, artists and singers and stuff, but that the riffiness of the voice is not new to the music industry and the music world, obviously. Different cultures have these really great things they do with their voice. So bring that along with a lot of cultural instruments in this, but then you add that trap environment with the drums and that bass sound. I can't tell, I don't think it's a live bass, I'm not sure, it's not a bad thing. But I love how the bass is being performed and it's kind of being held together, kind of monophonically, letting it come out and ring out and stuff. So, and then like I said, the combo of the cultural instrumentation and arrangements just gives us another super chill glide track. Nice. Those strings are really nice coming in like that. Love the beautiful pad in the background, giving it the ambient vibe. That beatbox every time it sneaks in.
മനമലിയും പൊന്നിമിഷം ശിലയിൽ നിന്നും ഉണരൂ.
That keyboard guitar vibe. Trying to slide in on that bass. That was a trippy little section. The background vocals, nice. I love that. I was like some of that human boxiness of it. A really nice laid-back track, super chill. Once again, a signature sound of vocals performed in that part of the world with that kind of sound that kind of seems to resonate from about here. Kind of a oh, sorry, but I don't definitely mean that as a mocking expression. I just don't know how to do it. But it definitely sounds like it resonates a lot in this forward section here. So it's such a unique sound, and it makes such for a wonderful melody, especially in the tone of her voice compared to the rest of the arrangements and where everything was sitting. There was a little sneaking in and out of what I would call keyboard guitars, which is exactly what it is. It's a keyboard, but the sound is supposed to be like an acoustic guitar. There was a couple of noodling ins on and out there, a couple of fun little string arrangements dropped in and out. And I don't know if they were like rephrased or they were phrased or repeated. But as far as a piece of work, and I guess you had mentioned earlier too, Driver, that this was probably coming during a period, you said in 2003, where music in India was going through its own changes and adapting maybe more or embracing a little more of technology or influences, which is obviously kind of apparent here because of the trap work and stuff like that. But super great track, man. Thanks for bringing this into the house for sure. A reverse guitar. Jesus, Cairo. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, so the kebab seller. You know the kebab seller. Everybody knows the kebab seller. He doesn't come to the streams, but he loves to come and he does his donations. He's very, very good with that. And then he checks on it later after I have posted it on the VOD on YouTube. So he does come to get his song for sure. Occasionally he leaves messages over there as well. This is an anime called Shiki, and I think the name of the track is Shiki. He has no extra notes on it, so let's go ahead and check out Shiki. Let's see what we got here. You guys know that anime? I think I've done one from them already with the kebab seller. Ooh, horror anime. I've never heard of that. But it makes sense a little bit with that lonely opening organ that we have going on here. Spooky. Beautiful though. I love this because this is kind of a pattern in the arrangement that as it circles back, there's unique little level ups. Like adding this kind of bell arpeggiation. Not much of an arpeggiation, just a chill pattern. Kind of a wine glass. Sing. Kind of an ambient or an ethereal horror vibe, or purgatory floater. Well, I like that robust string pad, lifting it a little bit more now. Oh, this is nice. That the Japanese had a vampire kind of character in their horror storyboards. And hear the bass in this is very nice. It's subtle in the mix, but it's very nice. It's kind of beautifully painful. Is that such a thing? I recognize those gamelan bell sounds. That was really kind of seductive horror sound, a horror track. No, I was gonna say it doesn't have a mass requiem kind of charge to it. Just very ethereal and ambient, very ghostly. I guess that might be the best way to put it. When I had asked whether or not, I was like, I didn't know that the Japanese had vampires in their cultural horror history stories, but Kairu had said that they kind of adapted that along with other cultural angles as well. I don't know who was. The music was by Yasuharu Takanashi. And something else that I liked, like you could see me smile when the choir came in because you could just tell it was a live choir, and that it was maybe a choir. How do I say this? With the tones of the higher end of the soprano lines at times being just slightly in the microtonal zone, and a little bit of the pseudo tight pattern in breathing and singing. I really love the fact that it wasn't like a perfect choir, but it was a small choir section. It sounded like it was all alto sopranos, no men. And that brought the spook to me. That brought the scary onto me on that one. I was like, oh, that sounds great. You know, when those vocals came in. I don't know, there was just something about it. Maybe it was just how it was performed and stuff. So, yeah, that was a workout for me. Let me see, what time is it? It's 6. I'm trying to figure out what I should do right now. I can take a break and come back for about a half hour, or if I just can it now and come back tomorrow and stay a longer time. I'm not too sure. I did have pretty much run around day to day with my stuff I had to do on the property. I'm feeling a little tired. And the grandkids ran me kind of thin the last 2 days, and I still have to find all of the Nerf bullets or these Fortnite bullets around the house. It is almost, we just passed 666 Vex. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm actually going to cut this one a little short today. Because, well, first of all, I really wanted to do this today, and I was already getting pushed to the edge of not doing it, but I wanted to come in and just say, aloha, I'm alive, I'm good. I just had the things pop up that do come. I know tomorrow for the United States, it is 4th of July celebration. But for the rest of the world out there, if you want to come back, I think I'll probably come in a little early tomorrow, maybe like 2 o'clock my time, and hang out for a couple of hours. I don't have big fat dono list. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 that are dangling out there. Gibmeister, Cycloid, Vex, Later Tap, Shinkuj 20, and the Modern Gamer. And so, which is nice. And then we'll do nice cheese. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to order a cheese pizza while we do the Wheel of Cheese. I think I'm going to try, you know, I think that'd be pretty funny if I actually ate pizza while we did Wheel of Cheese as well. So, yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just bail. You guys are the best, and you guys know I love coming on here and hanging out with you guys. Today was a good stream. My mic didn't freak out. Nothing freaked out on the stream. It was all super shakadoobies, as I like to say. So I want to thank you for that. Excuse me.